Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to do a chill flow. Chill flow. And you don't need any props for it. I know, perfect. So let's just start by sitting down on your mat, finding a nice comfy cross-legged position. Start to find a nice flat back. And in our chill flow today, we're going to stretch out the hamstrings quite a bit and get into the hips as well. Let your shoulders drop from your ears. Open up your collarbones. Slightly tuck your chin, almost like you're holding a grapefruit between your chin and your chest. You can take your hands to your belly and feel the air expand, puff out your diaphragm with each inhale. And with your exhale, pull your belly button into your spine. Just waking up the body a little bit, bringing your mind to the present moment. Take one more breath. Exhale, drop your hands back to your knees. And we're just going to start by stretching out the hamstrings. So I'm going to turn this way. Take your legs out long in front of you. And flex through your feet, pulling your toes back toward your face. We're going to start in staff pose or Dandasana. Hands can come beside your hips and just sit up nice and tall. That's all this pose is, sitting up tall. Notice where your shoulders are in relation to the rest of your body. You know, ideally they should be dropping down your back, nice and relaxed. And we're going to take 3 breaths here. With an inhale, gain some length in your spine, and then start to fold forward over your legs. So for me, right now, my hamstrings are so tight and my calves are quite tight. So I'm pretty high up there, right? If you got a good range of motion, more flexibility, you're feeling looser in the hamstrings, maybe you fold forward all the way. But for me, I just know I gotta stay here, and that's not bending very far forward. So when we're stretching out our hamstrings, we're also loosening the low back a little bit because, you know, that's all connected in your posterior chain. And maybe you can feel that a bit in your low back. So a good cue here to protect your low back is to bring some attention to the core, belly button to spine, a little bit of that core strength while you're still breathing. And we'll take another 3 breaths here. With your next inhale, lift your upper body back up to seated. Then you're going to take your right knee into your chest and open it up to the side so the foot is pressing against your inner thigh. And then square your torso off to your extended leg. Take a big inhale, lift the arms, find some length, and then exhale, fold forward. And again, we're going to take 3 super deep, long breaths here. Think about your left hip moving backwards. Flexing, nice active stretch, flexing through your front foot. Stay right there. And with your next inhale, start to come all the way up. We're gonna move to a cow face. So knee that's bent, tuck it in front of you, and you're gonna bend your top knee as well so that your knees are stacked, one over the other. And then just sit up nice and tall. If this is too intense, you cannot get your knees stacked, you can take an ankle over a knee, like so. Any version of this, maybe even just a butterfly. Working the hips, right, and the outer thighs. I'm sure you feel that on your glute med, edges of the butt. Try and ground both hips down. Take 3 more breaths. Exhale. Take your right hand. You're going to drop your forearm right beside your hip. And then if it feels right, you can reach your top arm over. We get a nice side bend, nice stretch in the obliques. Really reach. Maybe you gaze up toward your top hand, or maybe you gaze toward your bottom wrist. You choose, see what feels good. Wherever you are here, think about your left hip grounding into the mat. That'll give you a more intense, a deeper stretch on your left side. And if your arm, you're struggling to put your forearm on the mat, you can just come up higher, or you can walk your arm out longer. Just find a comfy position, and you know the deal. 3 breaths right here. Sending the breath to the tightest spot in your body. Feeling it open up with air, visualizing that happening. With an inhale, bring it back. And take your legs, plant it on the floor, and just windshield wiper the knees right and left. And we're gonna hit the other side. This time, right leg goes long, left leg pulls in. Sit up nice and tall. Open up the leg. Big inhale, find some length. Exhale, fold forward. Relax into it. 3 deep breaths. With an inhale, lift back up to center. Take your knee that's already bent and just slide it in front of you. And then maybe you stack your top leg so that your knees are on top of each other. And you know your option, you can always go crisscross legs or knee on top of ankle. Sit nice and tall, 3 breaths. And really just get lost in the wave of the breath. From here, you're going to take your left hand and place your forearm on the ground right beside your hip. And you can lift your top arm on an angle overhead. Something really fun to recognize is where your hand is at, how your hand is up there. So maybe you can spread your fingertips apart and think about that long line of energy coming from your middle finger all the way down your arm, down into your hip. That's grounded on the mat. 3 breaths. Start to make your way back up. And one more time, we're going to extend those legs. Place your hands behind your hips and just lift your chest. Just a mini back bend. Lift your chin. Open your heart. And then exhale, fold forward. You can grab your toes or maybe your ankles if you're like me. 3 breaths. Great stretch for the hamstrings. Inhale, lift up. We're gonna move into a low lunge. So take your left leg in front of you, right leg behind. Just get nice and low. Stretching out those hips. We're going to bring this into a twist. So you're going to twist toward your knee. Put your right hand down and just lift up. Exhale, bring it down. And then push your hips back, hamstring stretch. And that's going to be our flow, okay? We're just going to move through that, maybe with the beat of the music, or whatever feels good for you. So inhale, let the hips drop, twist. Exhale, center, hips shoot back. Again, make it slow. Feel each sensation between moves. Let's do that one more time. Perfect. Come onto all fours from here. Walk your hands out. Puppy pose. So nice. Just let your heart melt to the mat. Push your hips up and back. Walk your fingertips out. 3 deep breaths. here, stay where you are and just lift your palms up and play around with that mobility in the shoulders. Notice how the shoulders are feeling. Your next inhale, bring it up. And we're just going to switch sides. So bring that right leg in front, plant it on the ground, and come into a low lunge. And then start to twist toward that front knee. Taking our first one slow, drop the hand, shoot the hips back. Let's move into our flow just a little bit faster, but also keeping it controlled and moving with your breath. I love this one. Drop the hand, shoot the hips back. Let's move into our flow just a little bit faster, but also keeping it controlled and moving with your breath. I love this one. Go one more time. And then come back on all fours. Just run through a cat-cow. Shoot your hips back, child's pose. Open up your knees. We're gonna stay here to finish class. Take 5 breaths. When you're ready, feel free to stay in child's pose. If you want to meet me seated on the mat, go for it. We'll just take 3 big shoulder rolls down. 3 is just the magic number, hey? And with a big inhale, let's lift it up. Exhale, come down, heart center. Great job, guys. See you soon.